On a sunny morning square in the town of Waverly, children played hide and seek among flower beds and ringing trees. Birds hummed their joyful songs, and children's laughter filled the air with magic and innocence. Suddenly, on the main avenue, a strange woman walked past the children. She was dressed in a gorgeous dress and an ancient hat, and in her hands she slowly carried a huge book with blue covers. All the children stopped and stared at her in amazement. The children eagerly moved closer to the mysterious woman. She smiled and bowed to them. Her eyes shone with mystery and unfathomable wisdom. No one in the town had ever seen her before. The woman introduced herself as Professoress Victoria and told the children about her time travels. The book she carried with her was the key to the whole world of the past and the future. The children listened with rapt attention and could not believe that they were facing the possibility of time travel. Professor Victoria looked carefully at each child and saw in their eyes a spark of curiosity and a thirst for exploration. She decided to share her knowledge and invite them to join her time travels. The children were thrilled with the idea of traveling to different eras and agreed happily. Gathering in the main square, the children made a list of places they wanted to visit during their trip back in time. The first place was ancient Egypt. Professor Victoria opened her book and together with the children disappeared into the ranks of history. Majestic pyramids and dense palm oases spread out before the children. In the distance, they saw the magnificent palace of Pharaoh Thutmose III. They decided to visit it and learn about the life of the ancient Egyptians. In the palace, the children met the pharaoh himself. He was a tall and powerful man, surrounded by the greatest treasures of his era. Pharaoh was impressed by the determination of the little travelers and invited them to a feast too. Share his knowledge and experience with them. During a feast, the children noticed a mysterious necklace around the neck of Pharaoh Thutmose III. The brilliance and magic of the necklace caught their attention. Professor Victoria could not resist and asked the pharaoh about the origin of this magical artifact. The pharaoh said that this necklace had unusual properties that gave incomprehensible power and wisdom to the one who wore it. But suddenly there was a cheerful chirp in the hall. A little monkey jumped on the table and grabbed the necklace. The animal ran away, hiding among the mazes of the pyramid. The children decided to catch the monkey and return the necklace to Pharaoh, realizing that it might fall into the wrong hands. The children realized that they needed help to catch the runaway monkey, and then they remembered the magic ear they had gotten from Professor Victoria. The magic ear allowed them to hear mixed sounds and voices that a normal person could not hear. The children used their magic ear to enjoy the quiet sounds of the desert, inhale the scents of rare flowers, and finally hear the muffled sounds of rustling leaves that indicated the presence of a monkey. Following these sounds, they were able to find the monkey and return the necklace to her. The magic necklace in the hands of the children glowed delightfully like a star in the night sky. After successfully rescuing the monkey and returning the necklace to Pharaoh, the children decided to return to the present. They bowed farewell to Pharaoh and told him about their journey through time. Pharaoh thanked them for their help and wished them good luck on all future journeys. The children, together with Professor Victoria, opened the book and disappeared into the maelstrom of time, leaving their beloved ancient Egypt behind. After completing their trip to ancient Egypt, the children were left thrilled with their first experience of time travel, dreaming of all the new adventures that await them in the future. They eagerly returned to Waverly to continue their explorations. They each created a list of places and eras they would like to visit. One day, as the children were talking about their travels and making plans for the future, they received an unexpected message. A strange secret character appeared in the semi-darkness of the room, who turned out to be another time traveler. He called himself Professor Igor and invited the children to his laboratory to share his experience and knowledge. After the meeting with Professor Igor, several days passed, but Professor Victoria did not appear. The children began to worry and decided to go in search of their favorite teacher. They knew that only with her help they would be able to unravel the mysteries of time and travel. In Professor Igor's lab, the children asked him to help them find the missing Professor Victoria. The professor showed them a special device that could track energy traces of time travel. Together, they began to explore different eras and places, hoping to find the professoress. After some effort, Professor Igor and the children finally found Professor Victoria. It turned out that she was trapped in one of the time traps that they had not noticed earlier. Thanks to the combined skills and knowledge of each team member, the children managed to free Professor Victoria and bring her back to the laboratory. After the reunion, the team of travelers decided to stop their time travel for a while. The children realized that they needed to deepen their knowledge and skills to become true masters of time travel. They continued to study the arts and sciences to be ready for the new adventures that the future promised. Determined to complete their time travels, the children decided to return to reality and use their knowledge and experience to transform their town of Waverly. They realized that learning about history and science could make the world a better place. The children began interactive lessons and activities to share their adventures and inspire other children. The children became real heroes to the other children in the town of Waverly. Their adventure stories became an inspiration for other little explorers. They organized a special time travel club where children could explore different eras and discover new knowledge together. One day at the Museum of Time Travel, the children were lucky enough to meet the famous astronomer Professor Harold. He saw their passion for research and invited the children for a tour of his laboratory. There, the children got a glimpse into the world of stars and planets, learned about cosmic phenomena, and began to further deepen their knowledge. After becoming Professor Harold's students, the children traveled with him into space. In the laboratory, they created new devices and tools to explore star systems and galaxies. They discovered new horizons of science and fantasy, and realized that even more exciting adventures in the uncharted spaces of space awaited them ahead.